Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Kimetsu no Yaiba episode 20. So, last episode was pretty amazing. Okay, so first off, we started the episode catching up with Inosuke after Giyu had saved him from the dad. He was pretty much fanboying over Giyu because he just killed that demon super easy when he couldn't really do anything, especially after it shed its skin and he became stronger and faster. There was nothing Inosuke could do. He was actually about to die. So yeah, he was pretty impressed with Giyu, and then challenged him to a fight. Because it's Inosuke, and that's what he does. Basically stating that if he beats him, then that makes him the strongest of all time. And Giyu wasn't having any of it. He's just like, just go back to training, idiot. Saying, this wasn't one of the 12 Kizuki, or anything even close to one. Can't even tell that. Meanwhile, he's pulling out rope. And Inosuke's yelling at him. Of course I didn't think it was a member of the 12 Kizuki. That's something Tenjiro told me. I'm just repeating what he told me. And by the time he finished that, he was tied up in the tree. Giyu tied him up because he is super injured and he doesn't want him running off doing something stupid. He actually wants him to heal. At least a little bit. And then he walks off somewhere. I don't know where he's headed. Got an update on Zenitsu. I don't know the name of the girl that's helping him, but she had the antidote for the spider venom. He didn't call her Gramps, but when she asked if he was okay, he said Gramps. And I don't know if she was getting upset, but she was like, who are you calling Gramps? And he says that Gramps came before him and told him not to give up. And that's when she mentions that, his life flashed before his eyes, and there's a theory that the reason your life flashes before your eyes is because you're trying to look for something that will help keep you alive. And in this case, it was his grandfather who told him not to give up, which made him continue to breathe properly to keep the poison from spreading through his body faster. And because of that, he was actually saved and was not changed into a spider. Which he actually praised him for, said he did a good job keeping his breathing under control and keeping himself from spreading the poison around. Otherwise, he'd have been a spider a long time ago, she said. And then we get to Tanjiro, whose sword is now broken, thanks to the thread that he was trying to cut through, and it had the opposite effect. He has no idea what he's going to do. Whoa! Excuse me. Sorry, it's like 6 a.m. right now. He has no idea what he's going to do. He's got a sword that's got this much of a blade, thanks to it being cut. He can't get close to the guy because his threads are just keeping him at a distance. And at that point, the demon uses his threads to make basically a big web to cut through Tanjiro. And he's saved by Nezuko, who jumps in the way and takes the blow. Doesn't kill her or turn her into pieces. She did nearly lose her arm, but being a demon, she could heal. Although I don't think she actually heals as quickly as normal demons, since she doesn't actually eat people. So Tanjiro is holding the arm together, telling it to hurry up and heal. Meanwhile, the demon is basically losing his mind because she just did this, and he asks if it's his sibling, and Tanjiro is like, so what if she is? And now that just made it even worse, because he just saw what an actual, genuine sibling relationship is like, and he wants that. His sister is telling him, don't abandon me. I mean, I'm still your big sister. And so he cuts her up into pieces. Doesn't kill her, but he cuts her up into pieces. And she says, because he's telling her, none of you have ever really taken on the roles that I had given you. And she's like, but, wait, haven't I been like the big sister you wanted? Can't you just give me a chance to redeem myself? And he tells her, okay, if you can kill all the people that are wandering around on this mountain, then yeah, I'll forgive you. So she picks up her head and starts heading towards some people. And he's telling Tanjiro, coming out and let's talk. Basically telling him that he was moved by what Nezuko did, and that the only thing that awaits him is death. But he'll let him live if he gives Nezuko to him. And she will be his younger sister from now on. We all know Tanjiro is not going to do that, so he gets out and he's getting ready to fight again, especially after the guy told him that if Nezuko doesn't, do what he says and acts like an actual sister to him, then he just create a bond with terror, basically kind of, torturing her until she stops and just listens to what he says. I mean, that's the whole reason they're... Well, I mean, sure, Tanjiro would have fought him anyway because he's a demon and they have to kill him. But that's the biggest reason Tanjiro was so angry at the guy, because he was just basically tormenting these other demons. And this is around the time this demon, his name's Rui, reveals that he's the member of the 12 Kizuki, because he pulls over the hair that was over his eye and shows the number. He's in the lower 5. Don't know what number exactly, but he's in the lower 5. And they continue their fight after he snatched up Nezuko and then has her tied up in the trees with the threads so that she's bleeding all over the place. And then tells them, he's just going to leave her up there to bleed for a bit, and if she doesn't stop being if she doesn't start to obey him, then he'll just leave her there and until the sun comes up and let her burn for a bit, or roast for a bit, I think is what he said. So Tanjiro starts trying to attack him and nothing's working, and the demon actually tells him, I kind of had this feeling for a bit, but maybe you could answer this and confirm it. You don't actually think that if you get close to me, you can kill me, do you? And he walks up to him and tells him, give it a shot, just leaves his arms open. Not that he didn't fight back, he still hit Tanjiro twice. And Tanjiro did get the sword to his neck, but it did not go anywhere, not even a millimeter inside of the skin. Tanjiro ends up using the final form of water breathing techniques. Was it called constant flux or something like that? Basically, he does a lot of spins and stuff with the sword and slashing, and it creates more force with each spin, making it more powerful as it goes. He was actually able to cut through the threads this way. However, the demon was not using his full power, of course, and added blood to the threads, making it part of his blood demon art. And he creates a big cage around Tanjiro and is basically going to kill him. Tanjiro knows that he's pretty much about to die right now. Then his life flashes before his eyes and he sees his dad and remembers this breathing technique that his father taught him. Called it Hinokami dance breathing. Hinokami is fire god, so yeah. Basically, it's like Dance of the Fire God or something like that. Which cuts through the new threads, and he's just charging at this demon, slashing any thread that gets in his way, and gets to the point where he can see the opening thread where he can actually kill him. And he basically tells himself he has to do it now. Two reasons. One, if he stops moving at any point, he said he's going to be immobile for a while because he forcibly used the Hinokami breathing while he was using the water breathing, so it put a lot of strain on his body. So if he stops moving, he's not going to be able to start again. And two, he's got to protect Nezuko. So he basically tells himself he's got to kill him now, even if it means getting slashed by him at the same time. Then Nezuko is being visited by his mom while she's asleep. Rui had tightened the threads because she was trying to get to Tanjiro after he attacked him at one point, and she passed out, going to sleep. And the mom came to her telling her that she needed to wake up to help her brother, and that if she doesn't, he's going to die with the demon. And that's when she wakes up and unleashes her blood demon art called Exploding Blood. It's pretty cool. And the fire just goes straight down the threads, burning all of them, saving Tanjiro, who gets his sword to the, hits him in the neck, and then is able to force the blade through. It was an amazing scene. I think I've watched it at least 20 times, 30 times since last week. That's not counting just that one scene. But yeah, it ended as soon as he cut the demon's head off. And yeah. Now we're going to get into this and see if he's actually dead. From the sound of the title, I saw the title name. We're going to get a backstory on this demon like we did for the others to see why he's so obsessed with having a family, I guess. So, let's see. And that's what I'm assuming based on the title. I don't know anything about what happened in this episode, so. Alright, wait a second. So, video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.